All right. It is Monday. I hope you had yourself a good weekend. I did. And today we are doing Sovereign Citizens Monday because it is Monday. So we are doing Sovereign Citizens. So what do I have for you today? Well, I have had Judge Jeffrey Middleton on my channel before, and this annoying sovereign citizen. So let me set the table for you. And if you want to see the video, the pre-video, just go back into my playlist. You can watch that episode, but I'll do a quick recap. Sovereign citizen can't stop speeding. I mean, sovereign citizen said don't obey traffic laws. I mean, who knew, right? But got a bunch of speeding tickets, got his driver's license ultimately suspended, and he has to pull his sovereign citizen, his sovereign citizen bullshit, and doesn't think he actually has to participate in the process, and this man has no jurisdiction over him because he is a man of the land. Well, the man of the land did not show up for his last 3 pretrial hearings and had 3 warrants for his arrest issued. On top of that, today, when he decided to finally show up for trial, okay, the judge was here, the prosecutor was here, the jury was here. You know who wasn't? He wasn't. Well, Meteor, he's right there now, so what are you talking about? They waited on this motherfucker. Okay? They waited on him. They don't have an infinite amount of time. They had to keep the ball rolling, so they labeled him as a no-show, and they sent the jury home. And then he eventually, hours later, after those people had gone home for the day, decided to mosey his ass into the courtroom and grace everyone with his presence. And motherfucker's going to jail today. Oh yeah. Mr. Matlock here also wants to, he wants to represent himself. Oh, well, no, he can't represent himself because he is himself. So, yeah, bottom line, he thinks he's Matlock and he's gonna walk, dude's going to jail. Okay, that's all you need to know. This motherfucker's going to jail, and I'm going to enjoy it, so enjoy.
Deborah Davis is here from the prosecutor's office. Samuel R. Perdue, who also is known as Samir Morrow Bay, is here today. He has 3 separate driving suspended charges that were scheduled for jury trial. File 21213ST alleges driving suspended second offense on January 31st, 2021 here in St. Joe.
Yeah, he pulling out his sovereign citizen's ID, and this little piece of paper here, this little bullshit piece of paper says that he ain't a part of this country, okay? And this is somehow supposed to save him from, speeding tickets.
Joseph County. File 202073 alleges driving suspended on September 17th here in St. Joseph County. I think there may be a speeding charge with that. File 202653 also charges driving suspended second offense and forgery and speeding. All those matters were scheduled for jury trial today, November 10th. Mr. Morrow Bay wishes to represent himself on these matters. He has a perspective on the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code that disagrees with the state's version of it, but he didn't want an attorney and didn't wish to...
But he doesn't need an attorney. He's a sovereign citizen. He knows all the laws. He knows more than you. He knows more than me. He knows more than the judge. He doesn't need a lawyer.
Have representation. He wanted to represent himself in all of these matters.
Yeah, he wanted to represent himself because he's a fucking moron.
So we treated him like an attorney. We set the matter for a final pretrial to prepare for jury trial. And he didn't show up. So there are presently 3 arrest warrants for Mr. Morrow Bay's arrest for failing to appear.
Look at that. You see that dude's face? Let me back it up. Look at that. He's like, you serious? Look at that shit. You serious? When the fuck did this happen? Oh, man. This is what happens when you want to play Matlock and all the burden for you to know all that shit falls on you, moron. God, he wanted to be his own lawyer. He wanted to be his own lawyer, but he didn't want any of the responsibilities that actually went along with being a lawyer.
Arrest for failing to appear for duly scheduled last pretrials about 3 weeks ago. We don't show up on the morning of trial with a basket full of papers and inconvenience 30 to 50 jurors who have to come in and hear your case and several witnesses without preparing for it. So we scheduled a pretrial conference and you didn't show up. So I've called off the jurors for today and the prosecutor has called off all the witnesses. And there are currently 3 separate warrants for your arrest for failing to appear. But you're here now.
I think I was unaware.
We sent that to the address that you gave us. And if you're representing yourself, you need to act like you're representing yourself. We sent you duly notice to your Sage Street address in Kalamazoo. The same notice you got for this.
I don't live there anymore, and I can't represent myself. I am myself.
Yeah, see, he just can't represent himself. He is himself. And it doesn't matter, douchebag, that you don't live there anymore, okay? You wanted to play Matlock, okay? It is your responsibility to make sure the court knows all of that shit, where you have an updated address to where they can send you all of that information. Part of having legal counsel is that they take care of a lot of that shit for you. But you know more than the judge. You know more than me. You know more than anybody else on the planet about the law. But I guess you just couldn't take the time to learn about the responsibilities of being your own lawyer. And you actually have responsibilities to make sure that all of your T's are crossed and all of your I's are dotted. Okay, this ain't preschool. You don't get to walk into school and don't get my homework. This ain't preschool. This is the real world. Okay, you don't get to make these kind of excuses. Don't get my homework.
All right, well, I'm not clairvoyant. I don't know that you moved. So, Mr. McNair, you're driving me crazy. I'm going to put you in the waiting room. You're walking all over the place and flashing the screen and giving me vertigo, and you're sideways and upside down. So I'll be with you in a bit. Don't go away. Yes, that's your position. Then you're not doing a very good job of it because you didn't tell me where you lived. You didn't show up for a pretrial while we prepare for this. And now you come rolling in with a hat on the morning that your 30 or 40 jurors are supposed to be here. That's not a very good way to do business.
It's my religious headdress. I'm a Moorish American national.
Yes, I recall. All right.
Proven jurisdiction to begin with.
Yeah, he didn't prove
Ms.
jurisdiction.
Davis is here.
It's not like he's a judge.
On behalf of the prosecutor's office, Ms. Davis, you have any thought on this?
Your Honor, I would ask that he be held in contempt for failing to appear at the last pretrial. I would also ask that an order enter regarding discovery if all of these items that he's holding on to are intended to be used as exhibits at the trial. I would like to have copies of those so that we can be prepared. Also, I'd like to have our motion for joinder of the cases heard so we can settle that matter prior to choosing the jury and having another date set.
Right in the middle of my busy arraignment morning when I have 14 people waiting to be arraigned?
Yes.
That probably won't work out too good. But it's all on him. He didn't show up. He also got notice of your motion. Mr. Morrow Bay, do you have documents that you were going to present as part of your defense?
I mean, I mailed in documents and I never got a response.
Well, did you have some? Do you have some you wish to present?
Well, I mailed in an affidavit to you more than once, and this is also my legal notice for my lawful name change, because I put it on the record that I'm a Moorish American national and I'm not American or a U.S. citizen. Excuse me. I'm a man of the land. I'm native to the land. So so a lot of these rules that the state of Michigan is creating is not applicable to me.
Yeah, see, none of that shit can touch him now. I'm just not a member of the United States of America anymore. I've joined, the country of Candyland. Therefore, I can speed. This is why this motherfucker's going to jail.
Unfortunately. And I was trying to be respectful to the court and let the court know since the beginning in a respectful manner. And I have lots of documentation to prove it.
All right. I want you to take Mr. Perdue into custody.
Yeah.
We're going to execute the 3 bench warrants that are currently out for his arrest for contempt. We'll take him to jail and we'll make an arrangement later to discuss.
Are you arresting me right now?
Yes, he is.
I have time to do it now. Thank you. Bye. Mr. Perdue, you're going to jail, St. Joe County Jail here in St. Joe County, and I'm going to hold on to you in lieu of 3 $1,000 bonds till we can review your contempt and the other things we need to deal with. But if you're going to represent yourself, you need to do it right. You need to show up when you're supposed to show up. You need to follow the rules of evidence and procedure. You don't just come in and say, I'm my own country, I'm going to do what I want. So you're going to jail.
I was unaware.
The bond is $1,000 per file, and I will talk with you later. So right now you're going to the St. Joe County Jail.
All right. Okay. We done. That motherfucker went to jail. Oh my God. That felt so good. I mean, the thing about this is this judge has been more than patient and lenient. Again, go watch the previous video that I did on this. Okay. This judge has been more than lenient and understanding and put up with this dude's bullshit. But he has been so damn disrespectful the entire time. He does not think that any of the rules that you have to follow and I have to follow apply to him. He just magically thinks because he is now a citizen of Candyland that he can just speed all over the place and nothing can touch him. Well, yeah, Judge proved his ass wrong today. That motherfucker's sitting in jail, ain't he? Mister, you can't prove jurisdiction. Well, as Judge Jeffrey Middleton said, you're sitting in my jail, so therefore I have jurisdiction. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do apologize if I was pausing and talking too much, but I was very giddy about this episode. So I will see you people on Wednesday for Karen. Until then, have yourself a very, very wonderful day.